everyone. My name is Afreen Rahman. Well, one of the questions that I get very, very often is how do I build a product management resume if I'm not a product manager, right? So I'm sure a lot of you are looking forward to, kind of transition into this very, very vibrant, dynamic, domain that is coming up in Indian markets. Well, to answer this particular burning question, we have with us Manvender Singh, who is the CEO of INSED. And Manav, welcome to another episode at Product Today.
Well, thank you, Freen, and glad to be here for the last episode, I hope, of this resume series.
Well, we've had a stellar response on our previous episodes, and I'm sure all of our viewers are enjoying it. So, well, do remember to hit a subscribe button so that you can get all updates whenever product episode today episode is out. Well, Manav, so getting into the topic, what is it that we need to do? What kind of resume do we need to make if we want to transition to the field of product management? What are we going to focus upon?
So, three things I highly recommend, Freen, is first of all, that before you even start making a product management resume, and if you're not a manager, first of all, is to believe that you can crack a product management role
Mm-hmm.
even before you start making a resume, because a lot of time people keep on having that nagging thought in their mind that no, I can't become, because I don't have the designation, etc.
Mm-hmm.
You can become. There is just that you need to project yourself right. So
Yes.
that's the first thing that I would recommend, that taking away that self doubt is very, very important. Number one.
Yes.
Number two is that if you have not worked in a product management, if you're not currently a product manager and you're looking to transition to a product manager management role, the first thing that you could do is that, can you talk about some specific parts of your job that would be relevant in a product management role as well? For example, let's say that you're working as a tech lead, right?
Okay.
Afin, you would know product managers have to understand technology as well,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So as a tech lead, I would look at the transferable skills. That what are some of the transferable skills that I can take from here to a PM role. Similarly, if I am working as let's say in strategy, so I would can look at what are some of the transferable skills that I can take. So transferable skills is the second point, Afin, which is really, really important. Let's say I'm working in marketing or sales, and I want to transition into product management. So
Mm-hmm.
can I focus on, let's say, and in marketing, if I've done, let's say, marketing strategy, so
Yeah,
maybe I can focus on product marketing manager kind of roles, or maybe product marketing aspects of product management, or those kind of roles. So
absolutely.
the important thing is to look at the transferable skills and to highlight those transferable skills, Afreen, which is very, very important. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
The third thing, Afreen, if somebody comes from a non product management background, is that to take up projects that you can do on the side.
Oh.
Today, there is so many tools available, Afreen, that even if you're not a product manager right now,
Mm-hmm.
you can build great products through no code tools, right?
Okay. All
If
right.
you want, for example, let's say you can build for a startup, you can do pro bono consulting, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you can build an app for them. You can give them a prototype.
All
Or
right.
let's say that you start doing in your free time, you start building wireframes,
Mm-hmm.
right, for
Mm-hmm.
different websites or mobile apps, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're thinking about some idea, for example, say that you come up with this idea that I want to send someone to moon, and I want to take bookings for that, right?
Okay.
And I want to design a mobile app for that. So can you
Yeah.
design that wireframe for that
Yeah.
moon app? Can you rename it and call it, so that I can actually see and maybe make a low maybe no through no code tools, you can
Okay.
actually launch that also, right?
So
So
when you say no code tools, does that mean that I don't really need to have any coding language required and the tool would do it for me?
yeah, so it is like minimal level of coding required.
All right. All right.
It's going to be a big field in the future. We can talk about it another video.
Yeah.
So no code tool. Similarly, if for example if I can make through the no code tool, I can launch that tool to the world, to let's say my LinkedIn connections, to my
Yes.
Facebook
Yes.
connections, to my Instagram connection, and have some user feedback. So
Absolutely.
now at least I can say that I have launched an app that was used by, let's say, 1,000 users.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, Afrin, what matters in a new product manager kind of role, if you're not from product manager, is whether the intent, right? Did you get feedback even from 1,000 people in your friend circle,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
and if the answer is yes, any company would want to talk to you. Yeah.
Talk.
So
Yeah.
these are some of the basics that if you can do some freelancing product management roles, if you can build some no code products, if you can launch some products, get some feedback, iterate some, if you can do some pro bono consulting, and basically you show that interest, inclination, and intent.
Mm-hmm.
Interest, inclination, and intent to that you really, really are passionate about become building world class products. I think that's something that would eventually reflect on your resume. You can talk about these things in your resume, and your chances of your resume getting selected are very, very high. Having said that, Afreen, what
Yes.
also needs to be one bonus step is to be realistic in while applying.
All right.
When you are transitioning into a product management resume and you're not a product manager, chances of rejection are quite high,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And you need to accept that fact and work from that way up. If you're
Exactly.
assuming that you'll apply to 10 roles and you'll get
Mhm.
like 7 interview calls, that might not happen. If you get 2 interview calls, very good, right? That's a good start.
That's a good start. Absolutely. So just recapping the entire pointers that you just told me. So basically, first thing, believe, right? You have to believe in yourself once you're applying for these roles and these jobs, right? And once we do that, we need to focus upon having transferable skills, right? So from my current domain or experience, some skills that I can transfer to my resume and impress the recruiters across the table, right? Third, that you, I think, very very interestingly stressed upon into this episode is the side projects or the freelancing pro bono consultations that all of us interested to transition into the field of product management can do, right? And like you said, interest, inclination, and intent, those three I's, I think, struck a chord with me greatly. And be very very realistic. So I think
Hmm.
that really, I think belief and realism here comes into picture for everyone who's looking to transition and build a resume, even if you're not a product manager. So well, once again, you bring these insights into the picture that I think it's very difficult for us laymen to actually even think about. So thank you so much, Mana, for giving another insightful episode to us. I'm sure the users will definitely connect with this and leave their comments below to let us know how it was for them, right? So thank you so much, Mana, for being part of the show once again.
Thank you, Afreen, and it was my pleasure being on this resume series of product today. Thank you so much for hosting me.